Hello, people. It's me again, and welcome back to the channel. And I'm going to talk about what's going to happen on this day, starting on the 1st February 2025, in which President Donald Trump will impose tariffs starting 1st of February. Now, he may not be implementing the tariffs once in one go, all in one go. But of course, the tariffs will be implemented by stages, perhaps. But what's more important is that on our perspective in the hedge fund, we need to monitor what sector that will be affected. And this will have an impact on the sectoral play within the market. So this is very, very important for us to understand what is the impact of the tariffs once it is being enforced. Firstly, it will increase the cost for consumers, especially on the US consumers facing higher prices as companies eventually will pass the additional costs resulting from the tariffs. And of course, market volatility, which I will share with you how the market will become volatile with the implementation of tariffs. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, sectoral impact. It may be affected with the sector within the agriculture, which is heavily reliant on international trade, and of course, manufacturing as well. So all these things is very, very important for us to monitor. And uh, that is the immediate impact once the tariff has been implemented. On the long-term impact, it may reduce the trade volume between the US and any other countries that is being targeted to targeted for the tariffs. And secondly, lastly, but not lastly, uh, production shift. Some companies shift their productions to other countries to avoid tariffs and mitigate costs. And this impact could be, of course, can create uh, opportunity loss and, of course, profitability on the long run. So this is the effects of the tariffs. There are some pros and cons on the imposing of the tariffs in the market. Now, another things that I want to share with you, as I said earlier, what is the effects of tariffs to the market? Now, as we can see here, the tariffs that is being implemented previously throughout 2018 and 2019, and this data is being shared by our good friend Callie Cox from Media LLC, right? And as you can see here, throughout 2018 and 2019, S&P 500 has a very big volatility in terms of the market changes throughout that particular single day. Once there is more stories mentioning about tariffs, it will affect the S&P 500. For instance, on the 31st of May 2019, there is over 11,000 news stories mentioning tariffs, and the S&P 500 changed to negative 1.3%. And the number of stories or news stories mentioning the tariff does not, of course, directly correlated to the changes in S&P 500, but whatever the news being shared in the media, it will certainly affect the movement of the market, especially in the S&P 500. As you can see there, on August 23rd, 2019, there's only 9,146 news stories mentioning tariffs, but the effects in the S&P 500 is quite significant, negative 2.6%. So all these things, we need to be abreast what's happening in the market. because it will certainly affect whether it will affect the S&P 500 on the positive side or on the negative sides. So all these things we need to digest, we need to analyze whatever the tariffs has been imposed into the market, right? So that's what I can share with you this time, and hopefully you are well abreast on the development of the tariffs and what it can impact into the market. See you again, and once again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for any updates on the market. See you in the next video. Thank you and bye-bye.